ADM-O add solution, deploy solution, STS ADM-O retract solution, or STS ADM-O uninstall solution. So like that, if you see, there are lot many ADM commands are there. So if you just type STS ADM, it's not a recognized command, so maybe we have not added the path. Let me open the SharePoint management PowerShell here. If we just start typing STS ADM here, so it will start listing out all the possible operations that it can perform. So similarly, like you can develop your own custom STS ADM commands, and you can also deploy it. So that has that flexibility has been provided in SharePoint 2007. So mainly, is why we should go for STS ADM commands. So lot many operations you can do using central administration UI itself, but there might be some operations which is not possible. Or if you want to speed up your operations, then UI is not the best solution, and always commands are the best approaches for faster operations. So that is the reason all these commands have been introduced in 2007, and these commands are purely like will be run on command prompt, not the PowerShell prompt. So the command prompt, if you perform any task, it is going to be binary execution. It is not the object-oriented execution. So when you compare PowerShell, so PowerShell is going to be a binary object-oriented format execution kind of thing. So you can get the command, and you can use that returned value, and you can use it for some other variables also. So we will talk about some samples also, how do we do it. So SharePoint 2010 adds on support for PowerShell. So like STS ADM, there is a icon here says we will miss you, old friends. So we had sent that STS ADM command to burial ground. So it doesn't mean that you should not use STS ADM commands in 2010, but still STS ADM have been provided for backward compatibility. So most of the 2007 administrators are familiar with STS ADM commands. So for those people who don't want to lose the backward compatibility, just for that purpose, they have in 2010 the still support is there, but Microsoft strongly recommends do not use STS ADM commands and going forward only use PowerShell commandlets. So, and everybody should, as a developer, we should start learning PowerShell commands, and we can also create our custom PowerShell commands also. And as the administrators also should learn PowerShell commandlets, what are the commandlets are there, and everything like that. So PowerShell is a support effectively replaces STSADM.exe, and SharePoint administrators and devs must learn PowerShell basics, because PowerShell is more powerful compared to command prompt. So that this shell scripting is purely object oriented. That DOS scripting is purely object oriented. Here you can redirect the one output of one command to the other command, so that will become input for the second command. So that option is not available in command prompts. So and PowerShell is much more powerful. So you can write powerful script against Windows SharePoint Services object model. So you can develop the custom PowerShell mappings also. So what is a PowerShell? So PowerShell is so we have PowerShell scripts for not only for SharePoint. So if you take Exchange Server, you have some PowerShell scripts for creating your if you click on send and receive button in your Exchange Outlook, so it will go and contact. There are some connectors would be available in Exchange Server, so it will contact and get the emails. So for that, the administrators have to create connectors, and for them also they use commandlet this PowerShell scripts for creating those connectors. So in that way, and PowerShell support has been coming for all server products, not only Exchange Server, not only SharePoint Server, other Bistaq Server, all server products are getting this PowerShell support now. So powerful scripting environment for administrator. Note that. So the current version we will be using is PowerShell version V2, and the PowerShell fundamental. So every PowerShell commandlet, so we will call it as a commandlet. In DOS normally we call it as a command. So, DOS means command prompt. I'm saying STSADM command.exe. That is a command, but here we will be all the operations will be performed by commandlets. So commandlets will have some notation, so like get hyphen process. So it will be starting with a verb followed by hyphen and then followed by noun. So verb is like get, set, process, so something like that. All the verbs will start first, then it will be followed by hyphen, and that corresponding process will. So again, stop process. So stop is the verb here. Again, process is the noun. So that is how, even if you develop your custom commandlets, you should be developing in such a way that it should be starting with the verb, then followed by hyphen, and then followed by your noun. So, and pipelining and formatting features are also available. So you can pipe it to one command to other command also. And provider model for accessing resources. So you have the provider model for accessing all the resources. So PowerShell will have different providers. So like for SharePoint server, there are SharePoint providers are there. For Exchange server, there are Exchange providers are there. So you can also create custom providers also, but again support is there for different providers. So like these are the get PowerShell providers. So like Alias. Let's see all these commands now. So first thing is, if you run this get PS provider, it will provide all the PowerShell providers that are available in the current environment. So there are different providers for different for all environment related things. So there is a drive alias and here, and further there is for alias environment file system, function, registry, and variable and certificate. So you can also like pipe it. So this is just execution of a commandlet, and if you want to filter it out, so you have to, so get PS provider will give you all this output, and you are piping this output to the other command. So this is your pipe operator. So this where object will take this as input, because get PS provider will give you this result, and this will where object will take this result, and again it performs the filter operation. So where dollar underscore means it refers to the object which is written by this particular first command. So and dot name is, so the name of this particular property, and hyphen like F star. So I wanted to see the providers which are started by F. So you can see only 2 results here. So that is how you can filter it out. So you can add formatting also. So this